Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. It's been a while, international break, so it's quite slow around Manchester United. I thought, I'm not gonna force out content if there really isn't anything to speak about. But I thought I'd just, make a video today, ask how all you guys, how you've been doing over the weekend and everything. It's a long weekend here by us. Interesting weekend of sports, obviously, with Formula One at least coming back if you watch that. But yeah. Quick video on Manchester United, so just some general updates around the club. Few things actually. One, before we get into the transfer, which is like the main, thing about this video today. Supposedly, lots of journalists have been coming and saying that the final stages of Manchester United manager is being processed. So we could find out who the next Manchester United manager is quite fairly soon. And when I say fairly soon, we need to think United terms, so it's probably like another 2 weeks for all we know at minimum, because we know how United are when they make decisions like that. And who will it be? I do not know. Don't have a clue whatsoever who it might be. Second of all, some transfers, which is the main thing. Fabrizio Romano saying that Dybala is going to be a free. And Dybala has always been a player that's been linked with Manchester United. And Fabrizio hasn't said he's linked with Manchester United, but he has confirmed that he will leave on a free at the end of the season. And would he come to United at the moment? Would you want him at United? I'm not going to go too deep into it because personally, I don't really know. Maybe a few years ago I would have taken Dybala. At the moment, I don't know how I feel about Dybala. I don't ever really remember much about him. There was hype very early on. Now these days I don't really hear much, and I'm not claiming to say that means that he's a bad player or anything. I do not have any information, and I have not heard anything too great about Dybala. I don't know how his injury record is. Maybe he hasn't played a lot of games as well. So that's an interesting one. But the main one I want to talk about, more United focused, is that Newcastle United. This is from Fabrizio Romano. He's saying Newcastle are interested in Dean Henderson since last January. He's always been one of 3 goalkeepers in the list for Newcastle. Man United will make a decision about Dean in the summer, whether to let him go on loan or not. He wants to play as a starter next season. I think that's completely fair from Dean Henderson at the moment. Let's just say the Dean Henderson fans. I was going to say cult, but fans sound a little bit more respectable. Let's say fans, and they would like to play ahead of De Gea these days, because like I said, I've only really noticed it lately, but De Gea's distribution really is appalling. However, that does not mean Dean Henderson is an absolute god with goalkeeping distribution, and does not mean that Dean Henderson should just walk into this United team over De Gea, because I think De Gea has deserved and does deserve his first team spot currently in the team. There's nothing wrong with what De Gea is really doing besides the distribution, which can definitely be miles better. But when you look at the overall game, I still think David De Gea's shot stopping and his goalkeeping ability still outweighs some of Dino's pros. What I would say is, with Dean Henderson, I would like him to go out on loan to Newcastle, because I think if he does get regular game time, we get to see how much he develops and see how he does continue to be grow as a goalkeeper throughout the season in the Premier League. It could be another interesting conversation, almost like what happens when he was at Sheffield. When he was at Sheffield, Dean Henderson was doing quite well. We brought him back, which I kind of disagreed with, but it is what it is. We knew how that situation was. I don't necessarily agree. So I think a loan deal would be ideal, or best case scenario, you just think get rid of Dino, get rid of this person, and get in a high quality goalkeeper. That would be what a real footballing club would do. But in terms of United sense, a loan makes a lot of sense, because United, let's be real, would we really trust United getting a good goalkeeping replacement, even if it's to replace De Gea or to sit on the bench? I highly doubt that. So with regards to the Newcastle loan, give Dino game time throughout the season, which he needs. I respect that. Get some wages off the table for the least of the season, and it's another year of De Gea. Maybe at the end of that season, depending on the contract situation also at David, we shall see and make a decision as a footballing club, because who knows? At the moment, I think De Gea is not a problem. I think his distribution, like I said, can be a problem towards us, but it's one of the very slight problems. It's not a big problem. It's not one of the most important problems we have at the club at the moment. There's lots of other things to fix and focus on, rather than just that situation. But yeah, that's about it really, because it's international break, so we might get some leaks. You never know. Let's see how the manager things situation develops. I'm not going to waste your time with unnecessary, nonsensical things to just ramble on for the sake of rambling on. I think that's really everything with United these days. Even in the last few days, that's about it. Manager update, few transfer things as always with United, international break. So let's see what goes on with the players and how they perform and everything. I'm sure we'll get more news at this club as always with Manchester United, and if anything really is worth talking about, we shall make videos on that as always. Until then, I enjoyed my weekend. No, I lie. I did not enjoy my weekend. Red Bull has messed it up for me, but it is what it is. Without United, it's a stress-free weekend. So just smash like on the video. I hope you all doing well. Do subscribe if you are new. I shall check you all very soon. Goodbye.